Okay, so when it comes to quality control, of course, it is a system of inspection, analysis, and action applied to a manufacturing process so that by inspecting a small portion of the product currently produced, an analysis of its quality can be made to determine what action is required on the operation in order to achieve and maintain the desired level of quality. Some says that quality control is a technique of scientific management which has the object of improving industrial efficiency by concentrating on better standards of quality and controls to ensure that these standards are always maintained. It is not intended to show what is wrong with the current technology, but rather to establish what can be achieved with existing methods when they are operated correctly. So it is clear that quality control is concerned with controlling the negative variables which affect the ultimate quality of a product, and a broader sense, it is concerned with the performance of those activities leading to fulfillment the company's objectives. So to discuss with us the details about quality and control, let us all welcome Madam Sir Celio ba? Go ahead.
Okay.
Sir or
Good
ma'am?
day, everyone. Kinig niyo po ako?
Okay, sir, go ahead.
Good day, everyone. Before we start, I would like to introduce first myself. I am Mervin G. Sastrillo, and I am going to discuss my topic about quality and control. In any business organization, income is the ultimate goal. But to survive in a viable business atmosphere today, goods and services produced by a firm should have a minimum required quality. Extra quality means extra cost. So the level of quality should be decided in relation to other factors such that the product is well absorbed in the market. In all these cases, to have repeated sales and thereby increase sales revenue, basic quality is considered to be one of the supportive factors. Quality is a measure of how closely a good or service conforms to a specified standard. Quality standards may be any one or a combination of attributes and variables of the product being manufactured. The attributes will include performance, reliability, appearance, commitment to delivery time. So what is your definition of quality? Is it about the price, how reliable it is, how attractive it is, or is the product durable? Quality begins with the design of a product in accordance with a customer specification. Further, it involved the established measurement standards, the use of proper material, selection of suitable manufacturing process. Quality is a relative term and is generally used with reference to the end use of the product. According to Philip Crosby, quality is conformance to requirements or specifications. And Joseph Juran defined as quality is fitness for use. It is the quality of a product or service in the fitness of that product for meeting or exceeding its intended use as required by the customer. So there are 9 fundamental factors affecting quality. So we also call them as 9 M's, and these are market, money, management, men, motivation, materials, machines and mechanization, modern information methods, mounting product requirements. So let's discuss it one by one. So for market or our consumers, our target market or consumers, because of the technology improvement, we could see many new products to satisfy customer desires. At the same time, the customer wants are also changing vigorously. It is a part of the companies to identify the customer's desires and then meet it with existing technologies or by developing new technologies. So sabi nga, di ba, dun sa mga, nauna natin, siguro nung high school or college tayo, mapapag-aralan natin, si consumers yung mismong nagdidikta para gumawa yung isang company ng gusto nila. So, number 2 is money. It is the increased global competition requires huge outlays for new equipments and procedure. Siyempre, pag lahat na dati local lang tayo, local lang yung gusto nating makuwang market. Pero habang gusto natin na global, labas na ng bansa mismo natin, so kinakailangan natin ng malaking puhunan. Ano? So para dun sa equipments and procedures, these should be rewarded by improved by productivity. This is possible by minimizing quality costs connected with the maintenance and enhancement of quality level. Number three is management. Because of the increased composite structure of business organization, the quality-related tasks lie with persons at different level in the organization. Number four is men. The rapid growth in technical knowledge leads to development of human resource with different specialization. This necessitates some groups like system engineering group to integrate the idea of full specialization. Number five is the motivation. If we fix the responsibility of achieving quality with each individual in the organization with proper motivation techniques, there will not be any problem in producing the designed quality products. So halimbawa yung ang ating mga um tawag dito, ang ating manpower syempre laging gusto nila may rewards So para ma-motivate sila. So kasi mahalaga talaga ngayon yung hindi lang basta certificate. So ngayon lalo na pinagdadaan natin ang pandemic, mostly ang kailangan natin mismo is pera. So para makapag-motivate tayo bukod sa reward na binibigay natin halimbawa certificate, nagbibigay rin tayo ng mga rewards in terms ng money. Then sa materials, assortment of right materials to meet the anticipated tolerance limit is also an important consideration. Quality attributes like surface finish, strength, diameter can be obtained by the proper selection of material. Number seven, machines and mechanization. In order to have quality products, which will lead to higher productivity of any organization, we need to use advanced machines and mechanize various procedures. Number eight, modern information methods. The modern information methods help in storing and retrieving needed data for manufacturing, marketing, and servicing. So ngayon, napakahalaga rin ng information technology. So sa database, kailangan natin yan. Kagaya dun sa company na pinagtatrabahuhan ko, dun meron kami syempre dong database, meron kaming server na kung saan, kasi kami is parang Meralco, kami Excelco 1, na kung saan, halimbawa, meron isang consumers or meron isang bayan, kasi ang nasasakupan namin is 3rd and 4th District of Quezon, yung Municipal Planning Development Plan or MPDC ng munisipyo, humihingi sa amin ng tawag dito, ng list ng consumers kung ilang kilowatt yung gumagamit sa residential, sa commercial, para maplano rin nila yung mismong municipality nila in terms na magdadagdag ba sila ng mga may mga mag-o-open or mga investor about sa business dun sa mismong bayan nila. So madali kami makapag-retrieve ng data sapagkat meron tayong database at saka syempre yun kahit anong oras pwede kaming makapag-provide ng information or details dun sa kailangan mismo ng munisipalidad. The number 9, mounting product requirements, product diversification to meet taste leads to complexity in design, manufacturing quality standard. Hence, companies should plan suitably system to tackle all these requirements. So, product diversification, halimbawa kasi yung isang produkto natin, hindi siya ganoon kalakas bumenta. So nagkakaroon tayo diyan ng innovation So nagda-diversify or innovation or diversify tayo ng product na kung saan ay yung gusto ng consumers ay maibibigay natin. So, we are done in the definition of quality. Let us proceed to control. Control defined as the process in which the standards are established and met with a standard set by the organization. This method consists of observing the activity performance, associating the performance with some standard, and then taking action if the observed performance is meaningful to different from these standards. So the control process involves a universal sequence. Number one, we need to choose the control object. Number two, we need to choose a unit of measure. Three, set the standard value. Then we need to choose a sensing device which can be measured. Then we need to measure actual performance. Number six, interpret the difference between actual and standard. And then number seven, we need to take action regarding to this. Ano? So, why, in the absence of quality, it will result on the following. That's why we need for controlling quality. Number one, um, there will be no yardstick for comparing the quality of goods and services. Number two, it will be difficult in maintaining consistency in quality. Three, dissatisfied customers due to increased maintenance and operating costs of products and services. Number four, increased reward cost while manufacturing products and providing services. Number five, it reduces lifetime of the products or services. Then it may reduce flexibility with respect to usage of standard spare parts. Number seven, controlling quality is an essential activity. So, what is quality control? According to Joseph Juran, quality control is the regulatory process through which we measure actual quality performance, compare it with the standards, and act on the difference. According to American National Standard Institute or ANSI or American Society for Quality Control or ASQC, the operational techniques and activities which sustain a quality of product or service that will satisfy given needs. Also, the use of such techniques and activities. According to Alford and Beatty, quality control is the mechanism which products are made to measure up to specifications determined from customers, demands and transformed into sales engineering and manufacturing requirements. It is concerned with making things right rather than discovering and rejecting those made wrong. So there are types of quality control. Ano? So number one is offline quality control, statistic process control, and then number three, acceptance sampling plans. What do we mean by offline quality control? Offline quality control, its procedure deals with a measure to select and choose controllable product and process parameters in such a way that the deviation between the product or process output and the standard will be minimized. Much of this task is accomplished through product and process design. So yung offline quality control, do sa product development pa lang, meron na tayo dong QC, product development. So meron din tinatawag tayo sa kagaya ng Toyota, yung ginagawa nila yung Taguchi method. So it is related to prevention of failures or future failures. Kumbaga, since merong process, nagde-develop sila ng product design and then process, gumagawa sila nung mitigation plan. Just in case na halimbawa hindi maging maganda, meron agad silang step 2, step 3, step 4, plan A, plan B, plan C. Then, number 2 is statistical process control or SPC. It involves comparing the output of a process or a service with a standard and taking remedial actions in case of discrepancy between the two. It also involves determining whether the process can produce a product that meets desired specification or requirements. In SPC, or statistical process control, The information is gathered about the product, process, while it is functional. The correction action is taken in that operational phase. So during manufacturing process, so yan, nandyan din yung QC or yung quality control during the manufacturing process. This is a real-time basis. Yung isa, yung ulitin lang natin, yung offline quality control, ito yung for product development pa lang and then process. Ito naman, ito yung gumagawa during the manufacturing process na. So number 3, what do we mean by acceptance sampling plans? It is a plan that determines the number of items to sample and the acceptance criteria of the lot or by batch based on meeting certain stipulated conditions such as the risk of rejecting batch lot or accepting the bad batch. It is known as an acceptance sampling plan. Ito yung dinedetermine by selecting a specified number for testing. Yung sinasabi natin per batch, halimbawa, di ba nagawa na siya, halimbawa, mass production ang ginawa dun sa manufacturing. So per batch, meron tayo dong itetest na halimbawa 5. Then kapag pumasa yon, yung first batch na yon as good na siya. Ano ibig sabihin? Pumasa na rin siya sa quality control. So random, yung 5 yon, random siyang pipiliin dun sa batch na yon or dun sa per lot. So there are steps in quality control. Number 1, first, we need to formulate quality policy. So kailangan naman talaga yan, meron tayong policy dito at dapat yan, hindi lang siya verbal. Kailangan natin dyan ng hard copy. Then number 2, set the standards or specification on the basis of customers' preference, cost, and profit. Number 3, select inspection plan and set up procedure for checking. Number 4, detect deviations from set standards of specifications. The number 5, take corrective actions or necessary changes to achieve standards. Number 6, decide on salvage method. Implied example is to decide how the defective parts are disposed, entire scrap or rework. The number 7 is the coordination of quality problems. Number 8, developing quality consciousness both within and outside the organization. And number 9, developing procedures for good vendor-vendee relation. So doon sa QC parang siguro napansin ko lang kagaya halimbawa sa amin sa service yung ibinibigay namin. Doon sa paano namin nasasabing yung kalidad ba yung ibinibigay naming serbisyo. Meron po kaming tinatawag sa National Electrification Administration na Key Performance Indicators or KPI na kung saan tinitingnan doon pumapasa ba ang Kizelco 1 in terms ng financial, institutional, and technical. So yearly ganun po meron kaming merong evaluation kung meron bang na-meet ba ng Kizelco 1 yung target nila. Yung KPI ay namimit ba nila. So sa school, meron din pong ganun meron mga parameters na ini-establish ang DepEd or CHED kumbaga para kumbaga i-rank yung school. Ito ba ay pwede na sa mga di ba may mga level ng accreditation yung school. So ganun din meron silang merong mga in terms sa service So ito kasi quality is in terms sa manufacturing. Pero dito naman sa natin dito sa mga manufacturers, yung pinakamadaling masabi natin na ayos yung quality control nila or yung QC, sila ay member or sila ay accredited ng ISO, ng International Organization for Standardization. So yan naman is mapapaliwanag ng susunod na reporter, yung ISO. So sa quality control yan in terms of manufacturing. So ano po ba yung objectives ng quality control? Number 1, to improve the company's income by making the product more acceptable to customers. Number 2, to reduce company's cost through reduction of losses due to defects. Number 3, to achieve interchangeability of manufacture in large-scale production. Number 4, to produce optimal quality at reduced price. to ensure satisfaction of customers with production or services or high quality level, to build customer goodwill, confidence, and reputation of the manufacturer, to make inspection prompt to ensure quality control, and 7, to check the variation during manufacturing. So ano ba yung significance ng quality control or ano ba yung benefits or advantages nito? So it improves the quality of products and services. Then it increases the productivity of manufacturing processes, commercial, business and corporation, reduce manufacturing and corporate costs. It determined and improved the marketability of products and services. It reduced consumers' price of products and services. It improves and assured on-time deliveries and availability, assisting in the management of an enterprise or business. So there are tools for quality control. So meron tayong 7 tools ng quality control. Number 1 is checklist. So ito po yung sample natin. Checklist, ito yung pinaka-basic. It is the most basic. Quality control requires to check off a list of items that are imperative to manufacture and sell our product. That is the checklist. And then sample po natin fishbone diagram. So makikita natin, this visual is helpful for determining what causes a specific problem from equipment, process, then the people, or the manpower, methods or manpower. Number 3 is the control chart. This helps to see how processes historically change using controls. That chart helps to find and correct problems as they happen, predict a range of outcomes, and analyze variations. Number 4 is the stratification. Instead of looking at all factors together, stratification separates data so we can identify patterns and specific problems. We have the stratification variables, tables, then the graph chart, and the advanced chart. The Pareto chart. This type of bar chart provides a visual analysis of problems and causes, so we can focus on the most significant issues. Number 6 is histograms. It is a common graph that uses bars to identify frequency distribution that indicate how often defects occur. Then number 7 is the scatter diagram. It is a plotting information along 2 axes on this graph, which can help visually identify the relationship between variables. So yan po yung 7 natin. 7 quality control. So yan naman, hindi naman lahat yan kinakailangan. So pwedeng depende dun sa management kung ano yung pipiliin nilang tool para dun sa quality control. Then to end my presentation, according to John Ruskin, quality is never an accident. It is a result of intelligent effort. So hanggang dun lang po at maraming salamat. So ito po yung reference ko.
Okay, thank you very much for your comprehensive discussions about quality control. Okay, again, it is reiterate once again with our presenter that the objective of quality control, of course, is to establish the desired quality standard which are acceptable to the customers. Of course, to discover flaws or variation in the raw materials and the manufacturing processes in order to ensure smooth and uninterrupted production. To evaluate the methods, processes, methods and process of productions and suggest further improvements in their functioning. To study and determine the extent of quality deviation in the product during the manufacturing process, analyze in detail the causes responsible for such deviation, and of course, to undertake such steps which are helpful in achieving the desired quality of the product. Okay, so thank you very much, sir, for your comprehensive discussions about quality and control.